One quiet evening, a kind girl named Julia was sitting alone in her small room. She had finished her daily work and now wanted to relax for a little while. So, she picked up her phone and slowly started scrolling through her favorite social media app, just like she did most nights when she wanted to feel calm and peaceful. As she looked at many pictures and short videos, her eyes suddenly stopped when she saw one photo that looked very beautiful to her. It was a photo of a sunset. The sky was full of soft and warm colors: orange, pink, and purple, and the light of the sunset was gently shining over the trees and the calm water below. The peaceful feeling from the photo made Julia smile softly. This photo was posted by a boy named Mike. And what caught Julia's heart was not only the photo but also the short message that Mike wrote. Under it, he had written kind and thoughtful words about how beautiful life can be when we learn to notice the small and simple things around us, like a sunset, a smile, or a quiet moment of peace. Julia looked at the picture again and felt something warm inside her heart. She also loved sunsets very much. And even though she did not know Mike, she felt like they shared something special. She felt a quiet connection with his words. Even if they were strangers, Julia felt a little nervous, but she also felt excited. She wanted to send Mike a message. So, she opened the chat and slowly typed, "I love sunsets too. Where did you take this picture?" She hoped he would reply. And she wanted to start a simple and friendly conversation, to Julia's happy surprise. Mike replied very quickly. He answered her question kindly, and they started talking more. At first, they only talked about sunsets, but then, their conversation became longer. They talked about their favorite music, the movies they liked to watch, and the places they both wanted to visit someday in the future. Even though Mike and Julia lived in different towns and had never met in real life, they felt very comfortable. While talking to each other, their chats became a part of their daily lives. Every day, they sent each other messages, and soon those messages turned into long conversations. Over time, Mike and Julia shared more than just their likes and dislikes. They also shared their hopes, dreams, and even some of their fears that they usually didn't tell anyone else. They felt safe with each other. After many weeks of texting, Julia and Mike started to feel something deeper in their hearts. They began to understand that their feelings were growing stronger. And they felt like they were slowly falling in love even though they had not met face to face. So one day, they decided to make video calls. And the first time they saw each other's faces on the screen, they felt happy and shy. The video calls were full of laughter, sweet words, and long conversations that made them feel even closer. Even though there were many miles between them, every call, every good morning message, and every good night text brought their hearts closer. Their connection became the best part of their day. After many months of talking and feeling very close, Mike knew he wanted to meet Julia in person. So he carefully asked her, "Would you like to meet me in real life?" Julia smiled and said, "Yes," because she had been hoping for the same thing. They chose to meet at a small, cozy cafe that was located halfway between their two towns. It was a special place for both of them, and they were both excited and nervous to meet each other. For the first time, on the day of the meeting, Mike arrived early at the cafe. He sat at a table and kept looking at the door. His heart was beating fast, and he hoped everything would go well when Julia walked in. Mike felt like the world stopped for a moment. She looked even more beautiful than her photos or video calls. She smiled at Mike, and he stood up to greet her. For a few seconds, they just looked at each other and smiled. They both felt shy, but also very happy to be together. They spent the day sitting in the cafe, walking in the nearby streets, and talking about all the messages they had sent before. They laughed, remembered funny moments, and learned even more about each other. Later, Mike took Julia to a small park near the cafe. They sat on a bench and watched the sunset together. The sky slowly changed its color to soft orange, pink, and purple, just like the photo that brought them together in the first place. As Mike looked at Julia, he felt very peaceful. He knew that this moment was special and that their love was real. From that day, Julia and Mike became even closer. They visited each other whenever they could. They went on small trips, tried new foods, took photos together, and made happy memories. Even though it was hard to be in a long-distance relationship, they always found ways to stay close. They supported each other through everything: exams, work stress, and family problems. Even when they were tired, they always sent messages or made short calls to show they cared. Their love became stronger because they learned how to be patient, how to listen, and how to value the small moments. But as time passed, life started to change for both of them. Mike's job became more difficult and needed more of his time. Julia also had many new responsibilities at home and school. Slowly, their daily messages became fewer. Their video calls were shorter. Mike sometimes looked tired during the calls, and Julia felt a little sad. She missed the long talks they used to have. One evening, she gently said, "I miss talking to you like before." Mike sighed and said, "Me too. I don't want to lose this." They both realized that life was busy, but their connection was still very important. They didn't want to lose what they had built together, so they made a simple promise. They decided to keep one day or evening every week only for each other. They wrote small reminders, sent short messages even on busy days, and started calling each other again with love and care. Their love was not always easy, but it was real. Julia and Mike learned that love grows strong when people give time, stay honest, and keep noticing the small, beautiful things like sunsets, smiles, and quiet moments together. Just like a sunset, their love started softly, but every day it became more beautiful.